Hello, good morning. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a homemade pizza. Forgive the lighting. The sun's coming through the window. It's not really a good angle for me, so please forgive that. I have a list of ingredients. I got homemade pizza dough. You may use ready-made pizza dough if you like. I made homemade pizza sauce. I'll get into that in a minute. Hamburger, pepperoni, onions, orange bell peppers, and sliced black olives and mozzarella cheese. Now, I do make my own dough. Just got a recipe off of Google that I liked, and it makes enough for 2 pizzas. So what I did was I made it already once, and then I froze the other half of the dough. So today I'm using the thawed out frozen dough. I had pre-cooked the hamburger with Italian spices and salt and pepper, so I'm using that. And the homemade pizza sauce. A couple of weeks ago I made some butter chicken. That's another video. And I had to use 14.5-ounce can of tomato puree. Well, I couldn't find that. I could only find a 28-ounce one. And I thought, what am I going to do with the rest of the leftover puree? So I went on Google and looked, and it said, make pizza sauce. And I'm like, great, I can freeze that. So this is what I did. I took the leftover tomato puree and I made pizza sauce. Just any recipe on Google. You know, I don't really have to tell you how to make that. You can use canned or jarred if you like. But I'm going to go through it step by step in photos to show you how I do it. First, you take the dough and you knead it out a little bit, and you roll it out and you put it in a pan. Then you put the sauce, you put the sauce on it, then you put the pepperoni on it, then you put the hamburger on it, and then you put the vegetables on it, and then you put the cheese on it. I make a very smaller amount of this because it's just for me. So I cook mine in an Emerald 360. It's like a glorified toaster oven. And most big ovens, you'd want to put it on like 400, 425, even 450. I put mine on 350 because it's much smaller, and it would burn if I put it on that fast. I'm not going to tell you how much of every ingredient I use because you can use whatever you want. This is just an idea of how to do it, and it's actually really quick. You know, once you got the dough and you got your ground beef cooked, it's pretty much just chopping a few vegetables and assembling the pizza. So watch the video and it'll show you how to do it, and it'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and I'm telling you, it's excellent. So if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe. Love to see you again. I'll be doing more of these videos and different foods. And I gotta say also, I have what they call NAFLD. It's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So I try to eat all kinds of homemade and different things. And I'll be showcasing some of that later on also. So without further ado, here we go with homemade pizza. Enjoy.